And this is the answer in education to normalize better sexual performance, obviously normalize penis enlargement, getting higher quality, bigger, harder, slightly longer erections. Obviously, if you start somewhere, you can only go so far. What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at Russo Lifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What is up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's video is going to be entertaining, but first, if you guys are new here, because I'm in this new category of content, I do an ASMR sip of 1907 water, coupon code Russo. In my opinion, the best water. If you're already spending money on bougie water, you might as well support this content. You might as well get the best water and have the best high quality jug. I use it in the gym, but this is really good water. There's no bullshit alkaline gimmicks. It's from New Zealand. Really good water. And ASMR spritz of Intelligent Elephant cologne. I don't know if you know More Plates, More Dates, but if you want to smell like them, check it out. Get those spritz noises. You can't feel the aroma, but you can imagine what it is, and you can buy it with coupon code Russo. Support the content. Today I'm going to be going into what happened to the penis enlargement content, Russo. You pussying out, you backing out. Did that big, I'll have Andrew throw up that surgery video, that penis injection not work? What happened? Where did it all go? We were really on the fence, and you know, we're on the edge of our seat. What happened? I kind of did expect for me to just go into that niche and really dominate for my bluntness, my openness, my honesty. But you know, it was jarring in the sense of I got insane polarizing mixed feedback, which I was 100% expecting. But let's go into, I already made the video why I talk about my penis, where I go into personal stories where I have a long 9-year main girl relationship, right? There's always girls with dudes, the dudes Insta, all this girl, right? They're in my DMs. Fucking shrine Instagram from the male supporting her. There's like 1 or 2 pics of the dude on hers. Hypergamy, not bragging, but that just fucking bothers me. Because if my girl was doing that, it wouldn't be a relationship. She'd be on the fucking street instantly. I wouldn't have no manipulative emotion. Nope, it'd be done. 9 years, caught that, done. That's how I think. But again, male psychology, female psychology, all that is hidden, right? Biologically, how male and females think. I'm doing a black pill conspiracy channel, which I will go into that world, right? As far as PE goes, that's what like got me into, like, it comes down to not being able to satisfy in bed. I don't say that like everyone needs to be walking around packing insane heat. I took the stance of extremeness to create normalcy. So my road to 9, you know, I documented my size, little bit under 6, and then I'm sitting at 8.2 on Cialis and GH maxed out at 250 pounds, right? So that was my journey, and it's the road to 9 inches if I can get there by age 32 with a 9-incher. Right? That's the whole documented road, the same way that my bodybuilding has been. And I thought it was very important because the more confident you are in the sexual encounter and the more you win the sexual encounter, the better as a male your relationship is. Even though like I could be demonic about it and like, you know, maul all these chicks with dudes, I just don't, you know, I'm a believer in karma, and karma has brought me to my knees crying, so I'm not going to fucking bark up those trees. But it's really bothersome and annoying that that's how in the West females are behaving, and this is the answer in education to normalize better sexual performance, obviously normalize penis enlargement, getting higher quality, bigger, harder, slightly longer erections. Obviously, if you start somewhere, you can only go so far, and I'm an extreme genetic outlier because I was a 140-pound long distance runner, and I bulked up to 265 pounds while viciously maintaining constant sexual stimulation for my long-term relationship. You know, I'm an extreme outlier in the sense of what is possible. Just like I'm an extreme outlier of what is possible in the sense of bodybuilding, where I was the 140-pound running stick figure, and like now people come up to me in the gym, I wasn't always big like you, Russo, you have it easy. And I'm like, same sort of thing with the sexual stuff in that I wasn't a fuckboy. I don't got time to go around plowing empty fucking mines, vessels of nothing. I'm not into that. I tried. You know, I was on and off with my main girl. When I would, you know, take a break, go off, I go try and, you know, fit into society that way. And I think it's because I'm bipolar, right? All my emotions are so amplified that, like, I don't know, like, are you gonna fucking pay me to bang you? Like, as narcissistic as that sounds, like, you think I'm entitled to create your little fairy tale right off the bat? And oh, if I don't fall in line, then because of this online metaverse, you can go fish and find just the one that's tameable with your spells. Spells don't work on me. I deal with $100 million men and shit, right? I know manipulation. You're nothing. You're nothing. So, like, that is what's brought me to this, you know, peak. As far as I brought that content online, I did the penis injection publicly. When I did that penis injection publicly, my main girl's family, it became an entire messy battle behind the scenes. I'll say it like that, without getting super amped up on camera, because that's unprofessional. I was dealing with a lot of stuff behind the scenes just over trying to help the average male. I will have Andrew throw up the amount, I'll throw up statistics. Andrew's gonna find the amount of sexless males, the amount of sedentary males, the penis size is going down every year, and women are hyper selective, hypergamous, feminism is dominating the West, to where I'm this bull. I'm this bull that has to either fall in line, fuck you, be casual, while they have a subservient male. I'll even say this on camera, and Andrew can edit if I'm talking shit or not, or bullshitting. When I bought this house, a hot wife fucking came on my deck while I'm smoking a cigar with my friend. I have 2 witnesses to this shit that I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to brag. This was fucking demonic. She came on my deck. Oh, I'm the neighbor. I'm the neighbor. I have a big living room upstairs that I'm gonna like do cloud content in and stuff. And like I'm building it out. First thing she looks in there, she's like, oh my God, Ryan. Like she got to know my name. She's like, oh my God, Ryan, this looks like amazing for orgies and stuff. Like, I don't even know this chick. I don't know nothing about her, and already presenting herself to me as a hot wife. And man, the shit she said to me, like dead eye contact, you know, she thinks I'm like some normal dumb 25-year-old, like my conscience is like 40 something years old, so like she thinks like I'm easily pliable, and I have a mask because I'm bipolar, so I'm like, let's play into this and see how crazy she gets. You know, she went into like her husband, you know, really good husband but not a good husband, right? You know, that caveat. She also stated like, yeah, and like we have 2 children, but I both had cesareans. So C-section, right? C-section, she's still tight. I was just like, she pulled me away from my friend. You know, I was pretty pissed because like my friend like let her come up on the deck. Honestly, like I would have been like, hi, you know, like I wouldn't have like probably played out the interaction how it played out. And it was very jarring. And it was jarring in the sense of like, I'm literally viewed like how the females are viewed as a sexual object because of the hypersexualness of what is porn has done to society, what the metaverse has done to society, and just natural human nature in general. Just like that husband is raising her kids, probably pays most of everything over, you know, I'm in a nice neighborhood now thanks to my audience, sincerely thank you. He's at home sleeping after probably working with the kids all the time. The neighbors around me obviously saw me working in my yard, and I took my shirt off to like, you know, try and get less pasty on camera, and like I'm sure like there's multiple relays, and that is normal. And I'm not against swingers, right? I'm not against swingers in the sense of if I, you know, I've been like confronted about this multiple times, and a lot of the times it's the male that comes up completely down with it. Okay, you know, there's signs of respect on both sides. If that's a fetish you're into, cool, everyone's on the same page with that. I don't feel like emotional damage, play that meme. Emotional damage. I don't feel like that's going on, right? Because I don't want to do that. It's crazy. Oh, like even though you're like the juiced up, like dude, you're like, I honestly admit I'm still the little nerd inside the diabolical, like Jimmy Neutron mixed with Dexter's Laboratory nerd that likes the computer type. I just like am an RPG character and build all the other assets like the social awareness, swagger by going through shit, bravado and conversation, the ability to talk on camera like this. Like these are just skills I built. built, thinking of myself as an RPG character and obviously the body, and then that people can sense the sexual energy I possess, and that women can personally, in my opinion, sense my bipolar energy, the aggression, even if I don't reveal it at all. It's happened multiple times where like I've like pushed them away, push a girl away who's trying to pry me off my main, and that reverse psychology of they still sense it, they see I'm in a long-term relationship, the lust envy plays out. That's how a woman operates, right? So it's like not being a nice guy is what they want subconsciously, and then they'll cuck a dude like that just played out, and then I feel bad if I actually, you know, did it all and like had this side piece. The dopaminergic stimulation would be associated with me. You know, she would get obsessed with me, she would forget about him, he's a subservient. It's like, no, I would rather talk to that dude on improving his sex quality, figuring out what's going on hormonally and fix that. I'd find more fulfillment in that than doing that. Honestly, if I'm gonna do that, I get big bucks and go on camera, right? You know, there's no reason to be muddying around, and the fact that she presented herself as a wrecker like immediately, again, it was jarring, and Andrew can acknowledge it's true, and I have a direct fucking witness, like my friend Christian, my long-term friend. Yeah, I mean, he just watched it played out before my eyes, and it's like, he's like, man, that was like a Grand Theft Auto cutscene. I'm like, I know. So that has like brought me into like, this is definitely going to be bread and butter of this channel. I'm just wondering how to go about navigating it, because I was already reached out to by Bathmate for a full sponsorship because you guys supported the Bathmate review video all the time. I don't want to turn into like I'm just trying to cash slave this content. You can see from my sincerity from these stories and the fact that, you know, I'm bipolar and I think of things as sacred. I think of my emotions, you know, being extremely amplified, that I think of things differently than a normal male, and that I'm kind of more old school in the sense of I tried to be a like I tried to be a fuckboy. I tried to do all that shit. You know, it doesn't play out for me. You know, it's real easy not being a douche. I get a lot of swipes. You know, I can easily just set up multiple, and I just find emptiness out of it. And then they're going out with me for a certain predicamented reason, whether they want to admit it or not. I'm not gonna try and make them admit it, but they know the bravado and everything around me when they get in the car, and it's like, unless there's like a legit like connection, otherwise just pay me, right? It just, I get nothing out of it. There's no stimulation out of it, and I more look of, you know, soul to soul unlocking in the sense of sex is sacred. I do also acknowledge that there needs to be more male figures, at least in the metaverse, that are pro-masculinity, pro-male, pro-gassing up the males, and there needs to be figures that show that fake feminism bravado, in my opinion. If you have all the qualities which you can garner, collect more power. I'm not saying I'm maxed out. There are certainly pickup artists that are 1,000 times better than me. I'm saying that should be education like Defense Against the Dark Arts and Harry Potter.
Let me introduce you to your new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Me.
I definitely think all this content should exist. How crazy and how my ego goes as this goes on is going to be interesting. So this video is more to collect opinions in the comments below. It's been very polarizing on Instagram because I put a really revealing picture on my Instagram and pinned it to the top because I was so fucking sick of everyone for months. Oh, Russo's just lying, he's insecure. And I posted a picture on my Instagram at Russo Lifts where I'm in sweatpants and I'm wearing full underwear. I just snapped it when I left the gym. That is me, no arousal. It would get deleted off Instagram if there was any arousal. Point proven, my methods work. Alec, my coach, the King of Macedonia, whether he wants to admit it or not, consulted me about his Macedonian fucking exquisite cock, right? No homo, right? I went into potential upgrades, potential exercises. We consult with Alec's girl, Stephanie, a Eastern woman who is hyper like how a girl should be in the East. You know, all the Eastern women in Macedonia, he's spoiled with how normal women interact compared to Western women. You know, she said it worked. She said she noticed a complete difference in the sexual performance as Alex started implementing all these things that I talk about, and it's not bullshit from the woman. My girlfriend who I had on, You know, I did that video, which exploded, despite it being shadow banned, it exploded from all you guys sharing and liking this content, and I want to help as many males as I can. She also has garnered all my sexual power, essentially, from this relationship. She knows for a fact where I started sex intercourse wise to where I'm currently at the extreme level. She's witnessed the penis enlargement. She's witnessed, I got a little bit better each time in the dojo. I got a little bit better each time with the dojo. You know, the reason why, you know, dudes look at porn and they'll go and look at some extreme dopaminergic stimulation, and that'll be reverse manipulation to cuck you to where you start to be okay with this hot wife going on the 25-year-old's deck, trying to entice him, offering herself as still, you know, tight, going into how you don't satisfy her in bed and like making it kind of normalized that she's like, you know, wanting sexual energy from me to where my energy is so much more powerful than you, that even though you're taking care, right, you still become subservient. Her brain still gets hardwired to the next time she gets an altercation with me, which she will never win one altercation with me. I will win every time. Every time in the sexual altercation, I will win. She will be all fucking dopamined up every time, and she'll associate that with me. Then you become less and less of significance, and you're not experiencing life as a man, and you're locked in this whole Western civilization thing of marriage. You're in a legal contract, you know, she's flexing on, like, I'm just going against that, and I have to be that extreme character, and I feel compelled out of just how my life has played out, honestly. Like, I've been sexually assaulted twice, 3 times in my life, and this isn't pointing fun or degrading homosexuals. I have multiple homosexuals in my family, have been utterly respectful, strictly professional, and have been great family members, and are some of the only family members that supported me doing my own entrepreneurial shit when it started. It got really bothersome to me, you know, when I was younger doing my stuff. I would be contacted by pedophiles, you know, offering money for younger pictures of me, or, you know, they offer me an apartment, they'd offer me, you know, $10,000 a month if I lived with them, if I relocated next to them, and they would help me in life, be groomed by them. I've been offered fucking bottomless credit cards, flights to other countries. I've been offered, you know, multiple contracts. Hawkeye's Fuck offered me all this shit, and that's not to brag. As they bring the collective conscious and slam it in for groupthink, this is going to become more and more of a problem of more males going throughout their lives without getting their virginity taken, going throughout their lives without experiencing life as a full male, the psychology of going throughout their lives without becoming a man, because it's psychology based. I'll have Andrew throw up the short I did about the prisoners. Let's put a bunch of violent prisoners in the same room, all pent up. All their testosterone is gonna go up. They're all on edge. They're all mentally, their primal brains are in war mode. Their testosterone is going to be higher. That's why there are older gentlemen behind this camera watching me that have higher natural testosterone than younger guys. So yeah, that's an easy way to understand how they're constantly chopping at any man acting like a man. And personally, because I've had bipolar and have had anger issues, you know, it's not just anger, but with bipolar, all my emotions are very much amplified. My love for my girlfriend is viciously amplified. Even when the relationship was utter 110% failure, you know, and most dudes would have been like, bro, just let her go, move. Like, my mind, I'm like, no, I need to see her get out of this. I will sit here and I will burn myself and I will suffer through this pain, so I know that if I do come to a crossroads and walk my walk the other way, I didn't leave her at her worst, because I wouldn't want her to leave me at my worst. And a lot of dudes don't behave like that, and women absolutely have fucking thousands of options. I guess to wrap this rant up, since it's going for 20 minutes, is so much extremeness has happened around this that I am a douchebag, I am a narcissist, like all these things of the fact that like I have narcissistic traits of like how I have to be an entrepreneur. You have to have narcissistic traits, right? There's no entrepreneur that doesn't viciously believe in himself to manifest this reality around him, to where I started in my parents' Harry Potter room and now I'm sitting in my soundproof basement, professional lighting, 13 grand camera, all 7 fucking Dragon Balls, a water sponsorship, a cologne sponsor, everything from you guys supporting me just by seeing my vicious drive and wanting to stick along with me for that. I get so much fulfillment in seeing men sexually unlocked to a point where they feel like a man, and a lot of that depression stems from that, and it has to be done. and it has to be a polarizing character that normalizes it and does it. So when I go down this road, you must back me with this factual knowledge that it's not baseline, oh, douchery, narcissism, oh, look at me, my pee-pee, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that, it's for a reason. So I'm really looking forward to reading this comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video.